Jesus Christ and his followers have gone into hiding. St. Paul, now a man of faith, has unlocked a new location on the map, the city of Miami. This is the second chapter in Faith and Furious. And the word of the Lord has spread across America. The car meets of Miami are run by a new significant character in Faith and Furious, and his name is Cardinal Tej.
Alright, fire 'em up!
Cardinal Tej has heard the tales of St. Paul,
You wanna race tonight?
and he invites him to the local race at the local car meet.
You got 4 minutes, man.
Alright, I'll be there.
Now, as St. Paul has relocated to Miami, he has now become St. Paul of Miami. And since giving the Supra to Jesus Christ, St. Paul has acquired a new holy relic. St. Paul is now up against 3 new rivals. And now, for some reason, this guy here is inspired by the colour orange. He has an orange jersey, orange pants, orange boots, and he has an orange Supra. So of course he is named Mr. Orange. Now this may look like an ordinary beanie, but this is actually the Faith and Furious equivalent of a Beretta hat. And he is driving the very faithful RX-7. So we will call this man Beretta Boy Julius. Now the last racer has acquired one of the best cars in Faith and Furious, going by the name Suzuki of S2000. This car, of course, being one of the holy relics.
Barbecue around here. It's not a game, it's serious. Alright, back
And Cardinal Tej
real clear, alright?
starts the race.
Go!
Now, for the first half of this race, St. Paul is stuck behind Mr. Orange, as he is blinded by the amount of orange being projected into his face, with Beretta Boy Julius and Suzuki S2000 trailing behind. Now, Cardinal Tej is a bit of a joker, a bit of a player, and he attempts to kill all 4 racers by lifting a bridge. But it's at this point St. Paul calls upon the Lord. And the Lord, well, he grants an overtake mid-air on Mr. Orange. Now, upon landing, Mr. Orange hates Pepsi. He really does. He just doesn't like Pepsi at all. And he spots a Pepsi billboard. And seeing the billboard right in front of him, he attempts to destroy the billboard as he thinks it's... This gives St. Paul the win and the holy nod of appreciation. Now, like every car meet in Faith and Furious, it's interrupted by the very jealous people. The very jealous people are in high pursuit of St. Paul in particular. Now, since the first chapter of Faith and Furious, the very jealous people have become even more jealous, and they've invested millions of dollars into producing the most high-tech and modern equipment. So what do you get when you invest millions of dollars? A taser gun and a harpoon gun. I call it the Faithinator. And this Faithinator wrecks St. Paul. Many very jealous people ensure St. Paul is surrounded, and he is furious about this. But it turns out the very jealous people were looking for St. Paul, and they are in dire need of his talented skills as an undercover racer to take down a new sinful man. Now, you've heard of Lord of the Rings. I'm sure you've heard of Lord of the Rings. It's very famous. This sinful man goes by the name Lord of the Drugs. St. Paul accepts the mission from the very jealous people, so he now becomes once again St. Paul Undercover. And to help him on his mission, St. Paul seeks help from an old friend of his. And he is a part of one of the most feared groups in all of car culture, demolition derbies. Now, St. Paul's friend, called Roman, is very lost and aimless, like St. Paul was in the start of Faith and Furious. St. Paul actually beats the holy smite out of Roman and takes him under his wing, Roman now becoming Roman the Baptist. And the two go deep undercover in the most undercover looking cars possible, these two Mitsubishis, which are bright green and bright purple. So Roman the Baptist and St. Paul rock up at the so-called Lord of the Drugs' house.
First team back here with the package will have an opportunity to work for me.
And Lord of the Drugs sets a very particular test to see how good the drivers really are, to prove if they're any good or not. St. Paul and Roman the Baptist make quick work of their rivals. For example, this man in the Mustang in particular has easily one of the worst days of his life. He tries to go in between these big lorries. He sort of gets knocked around like a little pinball. Then he gets stuck underneath the lorry. And you would think the lorry driver would go, oh my god, there's a guy stuck under my giant lorry. But no, he is of course working for the very jealous people. And he actually crushes this man to death. Rest in peace, Mustang man. Now, St. Paul's car, being made of diamond, is able to take out this large metal gate without any issues. And it turns out Lord of the Drugs is a typical friendly Ferrari owner. And he's done the very typical Ferrari owner thing and parked in the middle of the car park for everyone else's inconvenience. This makes Roman the Baptist mad. And he punches a hole through the window. But it turns out smashing the window wins this very strange test for Lord of the Drugs.
You do that for a job. Come with me.
And the pair are fully trusted by Lord of the Drugs. From this point forth, St. Paul and Roman the Baptist go deep undercover. And they actually have a really good time. They win at a race from these guys and they actually drive off with their cars. St. Paul learns a new word.
So forget about it, cuz.
They go to a lovely little nightclub and Lord of the Drugs is just hanging there by himself like a little loner. But suddenly, Lord of the Drugs has a mission for St. Paul and Roman the Baptist to move all of his drugs.
Understand?
Yeah.
Don't play games with me.
It actually turns out it's not drugs, it's just cash. It's not really illegal, they're just busting him for having a lot of cash. And to be fair, we're just taking the very jealous people's words that he's, a drug dealer. He could just be a very nice man that has a lot of cash. So let's, from this point forth, call him Lord of the Cash. So St. Paul and Roman the Baptist grab the cash, not drugs, and they are riding with two henchmen of Lord of the Cash. And it's up to the very jealous people to convince that they are chasing St. Paul and Roman the Baptist, to maintain that they are still undercover. St. Paul and Roman the Baptist have made this chase look very convincing, but the very jealous people believe in pure realism and pull out the Faithinators. St. Paul makes quick work and lobs it like a holy hand grenade into other police cars. But it's not enough.
This is Unit 2599. We have the suspect surrounded.
And they call upon the family for support. And so it commences. The first war between the very jealous people and the faith breaks out. And everyone is here. Mr. Orange, Beretta Boy Julius, and they were very inclusive as they've even included a little PT Cruiser. Now, St. Paul has successfully made it to Lord of the Cache.
Where's the rest of it? The other car?
Another car. Where's the other car?
On its way.
Meanwhile, Roman the Baptist managed to get lost somewhere.
Brian! Brian, hello, you there?
Hide the cars and get rid of him.
It's my job.
But thank the Lord, as Roman the Baptist just appears in the nick of time and smashes into the car. The two actually hit the holy hell out of this man. And get on with chasing the moving boat.
What are you doing, Brian? You're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do.
The Lord provides St. Paul with the holy stunt ramp, which is perfectly aligned conveniently with the moving boat, landing directly on top of Lord of the Cache. Lord of the Cache is arrested. St. Paul and Roman the Baptist are rewarded, and they continue to spread word about the faith. This is the second chapter in Faith and Furious. If you liked it, become a member of the faith and see the next chapter in Faith and Furious.
Marker.
And his name is Cardinal Tej. And his name is Cardinal. And Cardinal Tej, I keep saying Tej, it's Tej. Cardinal Tej. And his name is Cardinal Tej. Fucking hell.